Welcome, everybody, to something brand new and historic. The 12-team college football playoff is here. In an exciting new wrinkle, these first-round games are on campus in front of hyped-up and partisan crowds. Two teams battling for the right to move on to the quarterfinals. Losers of one team that earned the right to host this game and enjoy tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Street. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the LSU Tigers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, a dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here. Move the sticks.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. Bringing pressure. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so
we'll take a deep shot here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, you find a one-on-one matchup just like this, even though it's the first play of the game, and you attack downfield. Situation when you see a matchup as a quarterback, you take advantage of it. What a way to get started here for this offense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. The pocket breaking down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
That's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in the first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in the zone here to start this game.
So second down after the incompletion. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Short throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The ninth play of this opening drive is third down and short. Looking to throw it again. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And here comes the field goal yield onto the field. And he's got it from 49 yards out front. A powerful kick. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So Oregon's offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys. But what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country. country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Finds his man. It's Dickey. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. He's running out of time here. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. And the ball is away from inside the 10. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. We'll try to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's low. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. We're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together in this drive with more urgency. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On 1st down, it's play action. The sure hands. It's Whittington. The defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Throws to the tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's
here's a shot toward the right sideline. It is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Handoff here from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
They try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Looks like LSU has the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The ball is picked off. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it's Whittington. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
Important second down play coming up. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Grab near the sticks. It's pulled in. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. The Ducks pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Strong game by this quarterback.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Off the play fake on first down. Defense is coming after him. He's hit as he throws it. Oh, he can't bring it in. A chance for a takeaway. They're one of the star players on this defense. Couldn't make it.
Well, I'd love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
And the back gets the football. We see you able to make the stop after a short game. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. expect the teams have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense. Now the offense is set up with a short field. Looking to pass, it's Gabriel. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll run out of bounds and pick up a few yards on the play. That completion makes it second and medium. And now the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff to the back. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Pressure is coming. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. This will be 23 yards at chip shot. And missed it. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3. And that Mighty Bengals offense is back out on the field.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it. The ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
Here's the second down play. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. So ball with the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. LSU getting set for their first and 10 now. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He pulls in for a big gain. And he'll get the first-time yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. There's a screen pass to the running back. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. Fourth down coming up.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Fourth down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. Direct snap to the back. Running with purpose. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
Great call, Chris. You're still in your own territory, but going forward in this situation isn't as risky as, say, being on your own 20, obviously. So I'm fine with the call, and clearly it works out.
Here's the throw deep downfield. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball. If this one was an interception, he better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Catch all in here over the middle. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Looking to throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And he's got his man open downfield. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
I mean, the defense knew coming into this game that this guy was going to be a handful. They got to change things up. This guy's already got over 100 yards in this game, and we're in the first half.
Fresh set of downs, first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball back at the 6 for a second and goal off that loss. Caught near the goal line. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've gone this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. Last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. They start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
To the air, it's Gabriel. Running out of time in the pocket. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And the Dogs will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Bringing it out, it's Robinson. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They get the second half started with a running play. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
But throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Again, makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back, and he lofts it toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. The pass rush closing in. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Which offense can get it going first? This one has been a struggle so far. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Bringing pressure. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. It was a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What makes a really good counterplay is selling it to the defense. You're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And they get him down after the completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Back to pass. It's Gabriel. Gets made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Fights through the tackle. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. The eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The veteran quarterback loved that didn't result in a takeaway.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
It's an out route. The catch made. They made the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Two-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. And third and short, they hand the ball off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out, and they get a drive going this time. First down, how aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wide out. And it's complete downfield. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
It's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Looking to pass, it's Nussmeier. Caught quickly. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice shot play.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Nice grab. It's Anderson. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. The ball will be down at the 20. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. First shot and drop back at the 8-yard line.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Looks like LSU has the first down.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense gets pushed back here. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he runs into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. There would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They were able to do a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. The offense now operating in empty. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. That's caught. It's Dickey. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Tackle made with a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Makes the grab. It's pulled in. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Back to pass. It's Gabriel. Tries to get it to the running back. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Back to throw again. And here comes a deep shot. He grabs it inside the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Caught behind the line. It's holding. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. That's an important score. We've got one possession game now, Kirk. It's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can the defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. First down here for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. He's going to lose yards there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
That is the absolute worst thing to do right now in this situation. Working with the lead, you stop the clock, and you lose yardage. That's not a recipe for success late in the game. You've got to be able to find a way to keep the ball in bounds.
And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball for 31.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
But we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground.
Going for a big play downfield. He's got it down at the 25. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume. Just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got that.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense has the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point, now right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, drops back. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here. Just playing for pride at this point. And the first play of the drive now on the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incomplete. Second down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Cannot escape it. Down he goes. Well, hurry to the line here with the clock running. Drops back. He's going to throw for it on third down. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And they'll set up with the PAT. And it's up and good.
That makes the score LSU 33, Oregon 21.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic that could get right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Keeping it on the ground here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Makes the catch downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Hey, guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Nowhere to go here, and the ball's knocked loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, LSU. The defense adds 6 points. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris.